because it's hutch cleaning day, I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you the guinea pigs' hutches. So I think everyone kind of knows what it looks like now, but I'll put in a picture of the hutch that I have for the guinea pigs. It's actually a 2-level hutch, but because it's winter, I've split it into a level for each pair of pigs, and then it'll be my sort of more of my girl herd cage in the summer with a run attached. But anyway, that doesn't really matter, it's by the by. So we'll start down the bottom. The hutch is about 4.5 to 5 foot by 2.5 feet width. So there's nothing terribly exciting. As you can see, they've destroyed this box, but it's still good as a hut for them. And in there, I've put in the dog bed, and then at the bottom there's a layer of sawdust, and then you can see they've got a Snuggle Safe heat pad with one of the covers on it, leopard print covers I got from Steph's Piggy Paradise, and then there's straw and hay for him to munch on. So I just put the box over there so it's a little bit cosier at night. I think, you know, guinea pigs like a hut, they'd much rather lie with something over them than something under them. The reason I'm using the dog bed is because Pickle and Cal are really disgusting, and it's a lot easier to just take the dog bed out and, you know, chuck out everything that's in it every day or so, and that way the rest of the hutch... Oi! Noisy pig! Noisy pig! Then the rest of the hutch stays quite clean and they have a little bit more space to play. So you can see they've still got their edible log. I just don't understand why it looks so disgusting on camera. I think it's just all their teeth mark on it. I think mostly Cal's done the chewing of this. And then they've got a tunnel that used to be a grass tunnel up the back. Again, I use the double food bowl. If you've got boars, I recommend, if you don't have 2 food bowls, you know, in opposite ends, to get a double food bowl, and it actually saves on a lot of arguing. There can be a lot of arguing over whose head sits in the food bowl. You can see these two. Oh no! What are you doing? These two niggle each other all the time. 1 minute Cal's in charge, the next minute Pickle's in charge, but I think you can see there that Cal's in charge. But don't worry, that kind of humping and rumbling and all that, it's just normal behaviour. They're not fighting, they're just arguing for dominance, which these two do all the time. So I think we should just go in the hutch instead of me opening the other door. Hello. So there's the water bottle there, obviously. It's on the outside here, which gets filled twice a day. Oi! Stop fighting! I got a nubbly Nora, I've just put that in, so obviously it hasn't been chewed yet. And then at this end, I have exactly the same. I have a large cat litter tray, with a layer of sawdust, layer of straw, there's a Snuggle Safe heat pad, and then a box over the top, so then they can go on top of the box and they can go in the box. So that's basically all that's going on down here. My pigs aren't big toy players, they're more into tunnels and, you know, hay and things, so I kind of tend to put hay in the tunnels and put in hay balls and things like that. And the other thing that they really like is herbs, so I've actually stopped buying them like biscuit style treats because they're not eating them at all. So that's the bottom level of the cage. And I forgot to mention, they've got their LED lights there, so once it becomes kind of 3 o'clock or so in the afternoon, when it's kind of dusky in the garage, I do turn their light on, so they're not in complete darkness all day. Okay, so up in the top level of the cage again, they've kind of got a similar setup with their light, and it's their turn with the hay ball. That's just the small hay ball because I use the big ones inside for the babies. And then they've got a litter box with straw and hay, and that's just, they don't have a heat pad in there because Mac and Ollie get on pretty well, so they do sleep in the same bed, whereas Cal and Pickle sleep in separate beds because they're not always friends. And they've got their jingly ball. Mac does bop that around with his head, he's big on that. They only have food bowl because again Mac and Ollie get on really, really well. Which is a shame really, because Ollie is kind of on borrowed time, so I am going to have to see if I can get one of the other boars to bond with these two, because Mac is inevitably going to be on his own in the next year or so. On their door they have the garland that they got for Christmas, and Mac again really enjoys chewing this. He's the only one it has, so I just leave it in with them. Again, the water bottle. And they've got their lounging logs, and I've put some hay and straw under there so they can hang out under there and eat their hay and straw. Mac was just under there, but I think he's... Oh, there he is! Hello, pal! Look at his hair, he's wild. I can only brush his hair every couple of days now. no, it doesn't really need done every day. His hair, actually, I've never had to take knots out of it. I've never had to treat... Hello? Are you ignoring me? Hello? Hello? I've never had to brush knots out of him, so his hair is actually really, really soft, and I do put that down to diet 100%. But anyway, so he got brushed yesterday, so we're not friends. He hates getting brushed. He actually screams bloody murder. So again, let's climb inside the hutch. They've got their space blanket on the roof to keep the heat in. And then what I've done here is I've actually put a cardboard box in there. In there they've got newspaper with a layer of straw, then newspaper, and then sawdust straw, and they've got 2 Snuggle Safe heat pads in there, so it's a really, really, really cosy den for them. And what I did, if you just go in here, you can see it takes up the whole, like, it's a really big box. It was, I think, from a Pet Planet delivery. And yeah, you can see they snuggle up together. They've got 2 heat pads in there, so it's really, really cosy. And the cardboard and newspaper are basically the things that you can't get anything warmer. Stop stripping my box! And as you can see, Ollie's having a good time chewing his box, which is a good thing about cardboard boxes. You don't mind if they get destroyed, basically, so that's really fun. So that's basically everything that's in their hutches. Now you can see that there's also room for them to go down there, and I stuff hay down there at night. And they can jump on top. So that's basically all that's going on in their hutches. If you've got any questions about them, just comment below. Obviously there's only 4 guinea pigs out here, which means there's 10 guinea pigs inside.